Hey guys, welcome to my channel where I share stories. Some may make you laugh, some may make you cry, some may make you downright judge me, but who cares? As long as you are gaining some lessons that will help you in your journey that you call your life. Welcome to Unscripted. All right, so if you've been following my channel, you'll know that I am a proud Haitian. In fact, I think like my second episode is titled HBO. You need to go find out what that meant and why that struck a chord. Yeah, I actually heard a lot of people say that it was quite funny. You know, I'm happy that my mystery, that my life, you know, is so funny. But actually do go watch that. And before I go with this week's story, thank you everyone who subscribed to my channel. I saw a boost in terms of subscription. My last episode with Q&A, I mean, I think I'm almost at 100 views, if not at 100 views. So I'm like, oh my gosh, people are actually watching, yay! So please continue. Subscribe to my channel if you have not. Share the links to people. That really does help make sure that it is popping up to people's YouTube pages. So please share the link so that people can view it. And I'm sure that they'll also gain some valuable lessons as well. Okay, but going back to my story. So, y'all know I'm Haitian. I mean, my name alone, okay? My birth name is Anne Dina Pierre, okay? It is so Haitian, okay? Like I'm from Miami, okay? My graduating class had literally over, I want to say close to 300 plus people. It was a little bit over 300 people. Let me tell you something. There were so many Pierres, so many Jean-Baptiste, Francois. I was like, oh my gosh, like in a predominantly American populated graduation, you'll see a lot of Williams, you'll see a lot of, Phillips, whatever. If you go to a school where there's a bunch of Zoes up in there, you're gonna hear them Pierres, them Jean-Francois, anything Jean, anything Jean, hyphenated, you're gonna find that there. So proud Haitian. However, I did go through a lot of like identity crisis growing up. Like I has mentioned in that HBO episode, that, you know, like I used to be teased a lot, you know, being Haitian, and they used to call us boat people and HBOs and all these other stuff that I'm not going to mention because the other stuff, like boat people and HBOs was really bad, but some of the other stuff, I'm like it was on site. If you even remotely, if I felt that you thought about calling me those things, I'm punching you dead in the face. That's how I was growing up. But there was but that caused a lot of identity crisis. That's why I tell people, especially when I talk to my students, like, you have to be careful what you say to people, because you don't know how that's going to affect them or impact them, and it may cause a lot of confusion. Because why wouldn't I be proud to be Haitian American? Why wouldn't I be proud of my heritage? Why wouldn't I be proud, you know, being part of, you know, coming from the first Black independent nation? Like why wouldn't I be proud of all of that? But with all of the bullying, the teasing and harassment that I endured growing up, it caused a lot of issue. But here's what made me actually think about telling this story. So at my school where I serve as the principal, today is Multicultural Day. So we're having Spirit Week all week, but it's Multicultural Day. And my niece decided that she convinced her class to represent for them to represent Haiti. Okay, I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. It wasn't hard to convince them, because all they knew was that, you know, I was going to have some griot and some dijon, some Haitian food. That's all they cared about. They were like, oh, okay. Oh, we will represent Haiti if it means that your auntie going to make sure that we have Haitian food. So They're gonna be having They're gonna have Haitian food today. But I said, babe, I know I call her baby girl. I said, baby girl, why did you go with Haiti? Why didn't you want other countries to be represented? She's like, no, she says, because I'm proud to be Haitian. She's like, Auntie, I love that you talk Creole to me in front of everybody so that everybody know that I speak Creole. And it's just so cool, just being Haitian. So first of all, I wanted to shed a tear. And I'm not a crier, but I wanted to shed a tear because I'm like, oh my gosh, to see that my niece is not going through what I went through, that there was a sense of pride in her in terms of who she is. I mean, she was born and raised in Tampa, so she's straight up American. But the fact that she speaks Creole fluently, because my parents, when she was younger, they essentially raised her because they had her in the house, with them every time my sister had to go to work and so forth. So, and my parents refused to speak English to her growing up. It's like, look, you're going to learn this language. When you're in school, you're going to speak all the English that you want. But in this house, you're going to only learn Creole. So just to see how proud she is, I'm like, and to see how just light years ahead of me she is when I was at her age, just made me just have like that proud auntie moment. But here's how here's what actually really made me proud to be a Haitian, and that's the story I really want to share today. So it wasn't that I wasn't completely proud of being a Haitian, because I'm like, how could I be in my house without, being proud? Everybody knew I spoke Creole. My father, God rest his soul, was a pastor. And so, we were forced to lead praise and worship and to be heavily involved in ministry and so forth. So within my bubble, there was no doubt I was Haitian. But when I was like in school or whatever, it was a hit or miss as to whether or not I would actually proudly showcase, that I'm Haitian. And so to the point where I actually went at great lengths for me to prove that I was African American than I was Haitian. Now, mind you, I had if you notice, I don't have an accent or anything like that. I made sure that anything in terms of how I spoke, that it would just be definitive that there's nothing Haitian about her in terms of how I spoke, how I carried myself, or anything like that, until in high school. It was really in high school that I just end up falling in love with the Haitian culture. It's not that I didn't like it. The music was awesome. The food, of course, is amazing.
It is.
Like, it is, oh my God. So it wasn't that there wasn't something that I didn't like about it. I just wasn't proud of it. But this is how I became proud of it. So one of my classmates, I want to call her Kiki. So one of my classmates actually invited me to actually attend, it was like a new student orientation. So, in high school, there's always clubs and so forth. And we used to have like what is called Club Week, right? And this is when students would actually just jump from club to club, and it's almost like you're going to like an orientation, so you can get information about the club and so forth, and see if you would actually be interested in joining. Now, I was one of those people. First of all, I was a thespian, so I'm like, the drama club was always a priority for me. I'm like, that's where I'm gonna go. But I also wanted to go to FBLA, so Florida Future Business Leaders of America. They had a Toastmasters club. So I wanted a balance in terms of something that I would consider fun and something that I felt that would benefit me in the future. And so that's why I wanted to go to FBLA. That's why I wanted to go to Toastmasters. theater was just fun for me. You know, yes, at one point I wanted to become an actress, but it was just really fun for me. And it had some cute guys and some people that just do some crazy stuff. And I'm like, oh, let me join you guys. But she invited me to come to the orientation for the Haitian Culture Club. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to HCC, no problem. And it was just to appease her because, you know, we knew each other since elementary. So I didn't want to embarrass her and so forth. But what she did ask me to do, which I thought was kind of weird, she asked me to bring a photo of myself that I no longer needed. Now, let me tell you something. My mama, like, she had pictures of everything. The great thing was that she had like 50 copies of each picture. Why? I don't know. Okay. She had like 50 copies of each picture. So number one, I had to figure out a way, however, because they were always under lock and key. Like photos for her was so precious. So I had to figure out a way how to break into this chest for me to get a picture, make sure that she wouldn't realize that it was missing. So it had to be one of those pictures where I had a whole bunch of. In all honesty, all I should have really done was just ask her. But I don't know why my crazy
she wanted to steal
mind. I probably did, because I was when I tell you I was a thief back in the day. But that's another story for another time. Because my daddy caught me and embarrassed me in front of the whole church about me taking the church's money. Listen,
what?
I took the church's money, and so he's like, "You're gonna go in front of these people and explain to them what you did with their money." Everything but I also got my dad in trouble because I'm like, why was it locked in the house and why didn't you put it in the bank? Because usually he'll go on a Monday, but I stole it on Monday night because he was like, okay, well, the bank is closed. I didn't know it was a holiday, so the bank was closed on that Monday, so it's gonna go on a Tuesday. But you know, the people didn't know that. Anyway, long story short, I'll tell you that another time. But anyway, so she asked me to bring a photo of myself that I didn't need. So and I asked her why. She said, girl, you'll find out in the meeting. So I agreed to it, stole my picture from my mama, and the next day I went with her, and it was like after school. So some of the club orientation was like during lunch, and some of them were after school. So typical Haitian club, the stuff is going to be after school. So I went there, and when I tell you, I was completely amazed with what I saw. I was amazed. They took their time. They transformed that room to Haiti. Like it was almost like you was transported to Haiti. It was such a wonderful exhibit. I mean, they had props, they had outfits, they had posters, they had plates where they had like the information plates. Like you felt that you were really at a high end exhibit. But baby, that thing was colorful. If nothing else, Haitians are colorful. That's why I think people tease me, because I love to wear black a lot. And Kiki's is always trying to get me to, get away from that. So if you see me have a hint of color, it's usually because Kiki done got the stuff for me.
Other colors too.
So I've been told, but I just love black. And so, and honestly, like I like to tease and feed into the stereotypes sometimes where they're like, oh, you're wearing that because you're plus size and you think black is slimming, which black is slimming. But I honestly that was one of the things that I wanted to go against the grain at that time in terms of my culture, because we're colorful. Colorful. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna wear black. I'm just gonna wear black. That's who I am. And then I did go through a goth period in high school. I'm telling you, a whole lot of identity crisis. So, because we had what we call the tree people. So they were the goth people with the trench coat, and they would be smoking a blunt under the tree across the street from the school. And the school didn't have a problem with that as long as you were across the street. And I was like, let me get this straight. So I get to do drugs and like smoke weed and not get in trouble. If I hang out with these people, yeah, I'm gonna hang out with these people. But then that got really weird when we went to the cemetery late one night. And again, that's a story for the whole other time, because although I do like going to the cemetery at night, what happened? Listen, I know, but what?
I like going to the cemetery at night. Did you?
Yeah, it's very serene, but you know that's a story for another time. But them people, I was like, my life was forever changed. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I converted out of being a tribute person. Like, oh, I was gonna say something so racist, but I was like, I got converted. Like, I was so out of place for so many reasons. But nonetheless, so went to this exhibit, saw all of these just great artifacts, these props, information, and so forth. And on the chalkboard hung a large Haitian flag. Okay, hung a large Haitian flag. Oh, child. I don't know why I'm sensitive today. And so the blue and red flag became like the preferred color scheme. So if you, actually I do have because I actually have to, once I'm done with this video, I actually have to go to the school and decorate their table. Cause why? She didn't plan any decoration. She's like, well, auntie, we having food. Isn't that enough? Ma'am, the other classes are going to have decorations and everything. So now I'm having to take pictures and decor from my office, because my office is filled with pictures and artifacts of Haiti. But I have like about 3 of these Haitian flags. I'm going to use 2 of them. And so imagine this flag being on the chalkboard. And one of the things I noticed, if you look at the middle of it, of our emblem, it says "L'Union fait la force" at the bottom. At the bottom, the bottom ribbon. The ribbon at the bottom. Say "L'Union fait la force," and pretty much what it's saying is that there's strength in unity. And that pretty much almost became like the theme throughout. Just being unified and how much there's strength in it. And then there were at least a dozen photos, that I could remember of historical and celebrity Haitians throughout the room. And so, and with each photo, there was like fun facts of them. And then I was actually shocked to actually see the many contributions Haitians had to offer, even in the U.S., right? So I remember the first person that I saw was W.E.B. Du Bois, who parents migrated from Haiti. I was like, what? I was like, yo, like he influenced like the civil rights movement here in the U.S., right? And his contribution to the NAACP, like it's definitely well known. And so just to know that his parents, migrated from Haiti, that just kind of like blew my mind. And then after that, there was Marjorie Vincent, and I don't know why I'm super sensitive. I have no clue. I have no clue. Okay, but Marjorie Vincent, she was actually crowned Miss America in 1991, and so both her parents were actually born in Haiti. She attended law school at Duke University, and then she later on became like a well-known journalist. We all know what's her name, Garcelle Beauvais. First of all, with a last name like Beauvais, let's say it in Creole, Beauvais, okay? With a last name like Beauvais, there's no doubt that she has some Haitian blood in her, right? But she's another beautiful Haitian woman. She was in the Jamie Foxx show. She's a well-known model. She's in the Real Housewife. I think it's the Real Housewife of somewhere in California, one of them franchises, right? So she was also one of the hosts in The View. Actually, I think after Tamar Braxton left. And we all know Wyclef Jean. And like I'm telling you, them jeans, those Jean, dead giveaway. But he obviously, once part of the group, the Fugees, he became an artist on his own, well-known producer, musician, and all that. And then, then I like the fact they were catering to the nerds, right? The readers, right? And so Alexandre Dumas, who led the list of literary greats, was featured in it. In the actual, of course, if somebody will call me now, was actually featured. My bad, y'all. Turn this off. Okay, yeah, and he was featured in the exhibit. So he was a Frenchman, but he was of Haitian descent, and he actually wrote The Three Musketeers, okay, and also The Count of Monte Cristo. So, like, just learning about these great people, our founding fathers, like Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, Henri Christophe, and Alexandre Pétion. They were all key leaders of the Haitian Revolution. So for me to learn this, and then they wrapped it up, because they made sure that we knew that Haiti was the first Black independent nation, right? So we went through all of this, and they did a good job with incorporating us within this history, within the great legacy. Because at the end of the exhibit, I noticed that there was this large poster with an inscription. It says, "Haitians who will change the world." And that is where we would actually pin our photos. And so the reason why Kiki, she wanted me to bring the photo because, like I said, she wanted me to put it there, pin my photo there. And honestly, I was so proud. I was so eager to do that, because it did a couple of things for me. Number one, it instilled in me a sense of pride that came by me being enlightening. It's so important for people to just learn their history, learn who they are, because you can change the future by knowing the past, right? So I don't shy from letting my nieces and nephews, and when I have future kids, I won't be afraid to let them know, hey, here's who you are. Here's history, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. Here's how you can, you could guide them. Here's how you can make a difference, for the good. Here's how you could be productive in serving your community by knowing the past. I mean, when I tell you that Haitian club helped change my life. It just helped change my life, because every week I learned something new, something about Haiti's history, culture, the music, the dance. Ooh, child, let me tell you something. The dance, my God, the influences, like, it just made me proud of who I am. And it also gave me a newfound purpose in terms of achievement, because I was like, no, I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be I'm going to make an impact within my community, whether it's the Haitian community, American community, just make an impact in the world. And when I think about it, that defining moment is probably why I've accomplished what I've accomplished. Of course, also with the help of God, because I can't do nothing without Him, and I'm not even going to try to do anything without Him. But I was able to graduate just looking at scholastics. I was able to graduate with a couple of bachelor's degrees. I have a master's degree. I have a doctorate degree. By the way, I've been accepted to Harvard. So I'll be going to Harvard next year. And so I'm like, so pray for me, y'all, because that also costs money. And I don't qualify for financial aid. So I'm like, Lord.
She's a professional student.
I am. I just love learning. And so just being able to achieve those things, right? Being able to have a successful business, very important. Being able to help others be successful, be the best version of themselves, has been such a rewarding experience. Being able to serve in ministry, even in the capacity that I'm in, like moments like those, in terms of knowing who you are, being proud of who you are, actually helps propel you for the next level. And so I encourage you, whatever nationality you are, whatever society, because a lot of the reason why I wasn't proud of being Haitian was because of how society wanted to portray us. And I'm like, this is not the same Haiti that I firsthand saw. What they're showing is not all that Haiti has to offer. If you go to Jacmel, if you go to these wonderful lagoons and see all the wonderful waterfalls and beaches, if you go to the mountains of Haiti, some of the underground water caves, like there's just so much beauty. Obviously, there's a lot of beauty and richness in Haiti that a lot of people would go over there and we're gonna grab all them gold, but we're not gonna go to that because that's a touchy subject in terms of the abuse towards Haiti. And at the same token, but there's just so many goodness, so much goodness rather, in terms of being a Haitian. So I leave you with this: be proud of who you are. Don't have society tell you how you should feel about being who you are. And use that. Like, it is so important to be proud of who you are. As long as you are aligned with the Word of God and His will, don't be ashamed of who you are. Don't be ashamed of your individuality. Don't be ashamed of your culture. Be proud. Take it in. And also use that to your advantage. Use that in such a way to actually encourage you and push you to actually achieve greatness in this world, to actually make a positive impact in the lives of others. Because who would have thought that this little girl would have ended up achieving what I've achieved and end up serving the Haitian community that I once tried to run from and like shun. Like, who would have thought of that? And also be mindful, talk to your kids a lot if you can. Just talk to them and find out what's going on in their school, because I actually don't think my parents have ever asked me, how was I being treated at school, and why was I being so defiant about certain things. I don't think they've ever asked me. In fact, they probably was like, okay, like I'm just gonna pray for you because whatever you got going on, whatever spirit that is. And I'm like, yo, it may not be a spirit, y'all. Maybe that people are so mean. And so this is.
I'm starting to think I'm Haitian because that's the first thing my mom said. You got a spirit.
Yeah, like what spirit that is? I'm like, oh my gosh. And listen, and in the Haitian household, if they put you in the middle and there's like a whole circle and everybody just praying, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, bruh, it could just be that I was having a bad day, and here's the thing that I've experienced. So parents, it's so important for you to just talk to your kids. Just talk to your kids, because then you'll know how to pray for them. You'll know how, what type of conversations you need to have with them. I mean, and it's not that my parents did not do their best in terms of instilling a sense of pride in Haiti. I mean, everything in my house, to the music, to news, to whatever, Haitian. Like, so, but just going beyond that, just addressing whatever the issue was, because I've gone through so many identity crises, and it was like a roller coaster ride, that a lot of it could have been prevented with a conversation, with just instilling something more, within me, whatever I needed at that time. So, but yeah, for all my Haitians out there, Continue to be proud. I don't care what society or how society tries to paint us. We are great. We are wonderful. We are a wonderful nation. We obviously need a lot of prayer. We obviously need God to move on our behalf, for sure. So I'm also not naive to that. But I am quite proud to be an African American Haitian. Okay, because I am proud to be an African American. I was born and raised in the U.S. So I'm proud to be an American. But I'm also Haiti chérie, baby. So that is unscripted for today. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Be sure to share this video, especially to every Haitian. Share this video to your friends, your family. Like I said, I want these videos to be viewed, circulated, to pop up in people's channels. So be sure to share this video, click the like button, click the notification bell so that you will never miss out on any